Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about if your sun is in Sagittarius, what planetary alignments and the energies got for you today. Now, right now, today's sun is in Gemini. So off the bat, the way your actions is, how you see things, how you view things, how you act, is at total odds with everybody else right now. How everybody else is acting, how everybody else is doing things and view things is at odds. So right now it's like a tug of war match, because when you too busy out here trying to express the way you feel and visualize the way you feel and see your feelings and express them and express spirituality and things of that nature, the other people right now just want to think and analyze and give ideas and not just think about so deep into the spirit, but let's think about plenty different spirits and plenty different things and not think too serious about it to the point that we got to wrap our head around it and think it like it's a broad philosophical point of view of the world, to the point that we got to add meaning and reasoning to it. No, it doesn't have to have meaning and reasoning to it right now. All it needs right now is instructions, and we can add our own meanings and reasons and ideas to it. And that's what Gemini wants to do, and that's what Sag don't want to do. You see, Sag want to add meaning and reason to these experiences and to the expressions and visions that it see. But right now, that's going to seem odd to people. That's too spontaneous. That's too much spirit. That's too much single-mindedness right now. That's too much upbeat. Let's think and add ideas, and let's communicate first. Let's communicate before we just jump off expressing these many ideas we have. Let's talk about these ideas first. Let's not express them. They might not be worth expressing. Let's talk about it, analyze it, and see if it makes sense right now. And that's what Gemini wants to do. So that's like a tug of war match right now. It doesn't matter what you do as a Sagittarius. Whatever you do right now is going to seem kind of odd to people. But how to make this a give and receive match other than a tug of war match is learning how to set aside your own actions and your own way of seeing things for the sake of the conversation, for the sake of analyzing and applying yourself with mobility with others. It's you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. If you're surrounded with people who know how to tone down their own way of thinking and analyzing and overthinking and communicating and just giving off too many ideas that may not be needed to be ideas in the first place, and it's just going to sound like it's rambling. Now, for all that, if you're around a bunch of people who willing to set that aside to hear you put meaning and reasoning to your actual ideas and things that you vision and things you choose to express, then it can become a give and receive match. Other than that, it's going to be at odds. So your actions is going to appear as odd to other people. Now, the moon is in Aquarius. So with the moon being in Aquarius, the way people's emotional reactions to you and their emotional response to you is not at odds. Now your actions may be at odds with other people's actions. Like as far as this, you maybe want to do something that another person don't want to do, so y'all not going to be able to do it together. You know what I'm saying? If y'all do it together, it's going to cause some friction, but it's going to elevate in ideas or be the worst time in your life, right? That's the sun and sun, because the sun is in Gemini today and your sun is in Sagittarius. Now, but with your sun being in Sagittarius and today's moon being in Aquarius, a person's emotional response to you after that happened is actually not that harsh, and on top of that, that's creating opportunities to see how you express yourself, because anytime there's a sextile, that creates the opportunity. So your actions and the way you act and how you see things is going to create opportunities for you to be let known about other people's emotional response to that, or how other people react to that. You're going to witness a bunch of opportunities for people to react to your actions. So make sure you're doing things in good taste, because you're going to get good reactions. But it's going to be you're going to be seeing all kind of opportunities for people to react to anything that you do. So make sure you're doing things in good taste. But for the most part, your actions and the way you act, you're going to witness a lot of opportunities to see the reactions from people. So try to not do things, a lot of fire signs may like attention. So try to not do things for attention. Do things for things that you genuinely want to do. And you should never genuinely just want to do something just for the sake of attention. Now, so your actions and the way you act going to witness all kind of opportunities to be able to express to other people how your emotional stance on spirituality, your emotional stance on astrology, and how you feel about adding meaning in and reasoning and experiences in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to witness all those kind of opportunities. Now, Mercury is in the opposite still. Mercury is in Gemini. So right now, the way people think, communicate, and analyze about you is at odds. So whatever you do right now and whatever you think you did and whatever how you think people may take it, no, they take it in a completely different way. So, you know what I'm saying, the way people think and analyze and communicate about it is still at odds. It's still indifferent to your actions. So, you know what I'm saying, the reaction that a person may give you, you may witness a bunch of opportunities for that, but you ain't gonna know what they thinking. But I'm telling you right now, they thinking opposite. So when you a Sagittarius, right, sun sign, and you feel like you want to say something that's logical or something like that, just know when it goes into everybody else's brain, it's not gonna be seen as that logical. Just know that. Just know that. Venus. Today's Venus is in Taurus, so this is like an inconjunct right now, so it's a misunderstanding. So the way people love, appreciate, and value and relate to others and compromise right now is you misunderstand it. You don't quite understand it, and you have to get with it. You don't got a problem with getting with it. It's just like a slight misunderstanding. Like you're not quite sure how to go about it in that way. You're not quite sure how to express love in a reality-based type way. You more about expressing love in a more spiritual way, in a more connective way, in a more feeling way, in a more of expression. But right now we need tangible results. You can't just sit here and tell somebody or express how you love them by doing stuff for them. You have to actually do stuff that actually makes them happy in the day. Things that actually is concrete. Things you can write down. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it real. So that's the only misunderstanding. But for the most part, these directions ain't naturally even affecting you. You may not even be in a relationship right now due to the planetary alignments that Sagittarius got right now. You know what I'm saying? That might not even be your main concern right now. Right now, you're able to sit back and eat popcorn and give wisdom and knowledge on other people's relationships and shit of that nature right now. So you can do things like that right now. Now, Mars is in Cancer. So with Mars being in Cancer, your actions, the way you act, how you see things, how you visualize things, or whatever like that. Now, this is another it's an inconjunction. So it's not, these directions is not directly hitting you. So you know what I'm saying, your intentions, your willpower, and your passions is really not affecting anybody, and anyone else's is not affecting you. Anybody else's passions and willpower is not affecting you. So you're able to either apply your wisdom and knowledge to help others, or you don't have to. But there's no really direct energy that's forcefulling you to be diving into anybody's intentions or willpower. So if somebody got the passion to do something and you ain't really got no business diving that deep into it, don't, because you're just gonna make yourself look stupid, because you don't really have to. People not even looking towards you right now to help them with their passions and intentions. You know what I'm saying? So right now you have the gift of being able to sit back and relax and see everybody else fall short. Now, Jupiter is in Libra. So Jupiter sextiles your sun. So the way you act, your actions, and how you see things is going to witness all kind of opportunities to indulge into experiences, to indulge into communication and thinking and gaining wisdom and knowledge and adding meaning and reasoning behind the things that you see in your life, based upon things that you act upon, things that you into, your vitality, your energy. Right now it's going to witness all kind of opportunities to be able to experience balance, fairness, or fair type of experiences, or balanced type of experiences, or just information, and being able to express your spirituality or your meaning and reasoning to other people on a wisdom-based level. So your wisdom is going to be received well in a very relatable way. So you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Your knowledge and your wisdom and your experiences as a Sagittarius is going to be, people are going to be able to gain wisdom and knowledge from that and learn from you. Just based upon you being you, people are able to learn from you. Even if you're a dumbass Sagittarius, people are able to learn what not to do from you now more than ever, because it's going to create opportunities where they can experience a person with Sagittarius energy or Sagittarius-like circumstances around them, even if they're not a Sagittarius. And for Sagittarius sun signs, you're able to experience opportunities of gaining wisdom and knowledge due to the fact of who you're communicating with, how you're communicating, and how much you're creating balance in that area of life. Now Saturn is in your sign. So you have the power. Sagittarius, you have the power to gain structure in your life. So whatever you do, you got the power of how to gain structure in your life, and you got the power on what you put boundaries and restrictions and limits on, and where you may receive boundaries and restrictions and limits on. So if you falling short right now, it's your fault, because you already got the power to know what's actually going on. And you know it takes a broad way of seeing and feeling about things, and a high, and add meaning and reason into what you actually do to actually make it meaningful enough for you to gain structure and see the fruits of labor out of what you do. You understand that right now. You just have to not be so lazy and go for what you know. Quit acting like you don't know. You do know. When it's time to do it, do it. Stop procrastinating. And you're going to witness the stability in your life, because Saturn could junk your motherfucking sun. So your actions and the way you act has the power of being reality-based, down to earth, and gaining structure in their life. So keep that in mind. And that's the motherfucking Sagittarius planetary alignment.